Yeah. Fuck yeah. Earl Skakel in the house. And look who's up and ready to rock and roll. Come on, Lois. Let's go pee-pee. Yeah, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit every button on your keyboard and we'll take it from there. Earl Skakel live in the Earlverse. We'll go down this way. A little overcast out here, but still a lovely day nonetheless. You know, we're experimenting with new times just to see when it's advantageous to do these streams. a rare look into the life of a Los Angeles comic. I think Lois would like to we'll go across the street here. All right, Lois isn't feeling it. We'll go this way. You ready to go home, Lois? Come on. She's not feeling this weather. I saw Kiss in San Bernardino. It's I wouldn't even call it an arena. It was just like some giant warehouse. That was for the Revenge tour. A long, long time ago. A very long time ago. No, it's just a standard dog sweater. I have a lot of superstar neighbors. I mean, I don't want to dox them, but funny enough, Johnny Knoxville actually lives about a mile or two west of here. Here's my neighbor. Look at this is my neighbor. He's been in love with me for 10 years. Don't say anything dirty.
Ever since my psychiatrist told me.
Yes. He's straight, actually. It's a ruse. Come on, Lois. I have the best neighbors. Come on. All right, let's go this way, Lois. Come on. So yeah, Johnny Knoxville lives about 2 miles west of me. Every now and then I see him going for a jog or whatever he's doing. I do have a very famous rapper who lives literally about 100 yards up. I won't say who he is, but he's a pretty famous rapper. Like if I said his name, you would know who he is. And then who else? I mean, I've had a very famous OnlyFans girl live in my building. She's like one of the top 1% earners of that, whatever it's called. I am not familiar with him. But to be honest with you, he's probably not familiar with me. You know, there are a lot of comics out there. So, I mean, there are thousands of comics out there. So, yeah, I don't know I don't know who that is. Just trying to. Lois is very. I do know Stephen Briggs, Las Vegas comic. And I was just in Las Vegas last weekend, so. Briggs is a good man. Very funny comic. And it might be coming up on some rain here. But yeah, the Vegas. I know a lot of Vegas comics. Not a good comedy scene in Vegas, to be honest with you. Which is weird because there are a lot of comedy clubs there, but really only one is very good, and that's Brad Garrett's comedy club. Because Brad Garrett is actually hands-on. You know, he performs at his club. Come on, Los. Often, he's very he doesn't book it, but he has obviously input into it. And, so if you are ever in Vegas, I would highly recommend Brad Garrett's Comedy Club. And Brad Garrett doesn't headline, he hosts. So that's kind of cool. But you can rest assured that most of the comics he books, if not all, are the real deal. Yes, Brad Garrett from Everyone Loves Raymond. He's quite the entrepreneur. I mean, he doesn't own a comedy club because he needs the money. I mean, I know I make a few $100s a month and residuals off the various TV shows I've been on. So I can only imagine what he makes. I mean, just on Everybody Loves Raymond alone, I'm going to guess he makes at the minimum $25,000 a month off of one TV show. So that's pretty cool. And he's also been in tons of movies and tons of TV shows. So, if you told me that he made $50,000 a month in residuals, I would believe it. I mean, Kramer makes a fortune. Come on, Los, let's go. I mean, Michael Richards never has to work a day in his life. And, he did a fair amount of TV shows. I mean, he was on that ABC show that was kind of somewhat competition for SNL for a minute. Fridays. He was on Miami Vice for one episode. Great episode, by the way. Yeah, so, I mean, I would say conservatively, Michael Richards on Seinfeld alone, shit, that's on more than Everyone Loves Raymond. So, I would say Michael Richards. If you told me Michael Richards makes 50 grand a month in residuals, I would believe it. I mean, Seinfeld is on various networks 5 times a day. And Lois, hey, hey, come on. Come on, Lois. And, he was one of the stars of the show. I mean, a lot of people who don't know how residuals work, the bigger the star you are on the show, the more money you make. So, for example, like on I'm Dying Up Here, I was just a recurring character. So I don't make that much money on I'm Dying Up Here residuals. But on the Jellies, the cartoon, I make a fair amount of money because I was the lead actor in it. And the Jellies right now is on 4 networks. It's on Amazon Prime, it's on HBO Max, Adult Swim, and the Cartoon Network. So, I get paid every time it gets aired on one of those episodes, or on one of those channels, if you will. So, I am lucky in that regard. Now, Roast Battle was a total scam because it was a reality show. So reality shows, you don't get much money. You don't get any money. It's kind of a scam how they do it, to be honest with you, but that's just the way it is. Welcome. Happy Thursday, everyone. Earl Skakel in the house. I'm just a happy unknown comic streaming in the afternoon. I welcome you all to my world. So, I mean, Michael Richards does quite well for himself. Why don't you think he really wasn't in a rush to work after what happened to him? He didn't have to. He could live multiple lifetimes before the money runs out. So, if you're concerned for Michael Richards' well-being, he's all right. And I'm sure he lives in a very nice house, drives a very nice car. And, he wasn't really a stand-up comic anyway, so, he probably didn't care about stand-up jokes not going over well in the first place. But what you saw that night was a stand-up performance by a comic actor. And that's why he didn't do well. He had no skills to get out of it. any decent stand-up comic could have flipped the script within 30 seconds and, turned being heckled into the hecklers being the bad guy. But he didn't. So moving on. That's my hot take on Michael Richards. Now you might say, Earl, how do you flip the script on hecklers? It's pretty easy. You just have to make the crowd realize that your performance is being interrupted by hecklers. And then the crowd's on board. Because it's expensive to go to a comedy club, to be honest with you. Parking, 2-drink minimum for each person at your table, tickets. You probably go to dinner beforehand. Now, that's not on the comedy club, but it is part of the comedy experience that's, financially part of the equation of a night out. So the crowd is on your side. The purpose of aftershave is to close your pores up. So, that is the purpose of that. It's really nothing more than that. Okay, as you guys know, we don't tolerate the racist stuff, so I could never give up. Got a one-way ticket forever out of my stream. I don't understand the purpose of the N-word tower, but I hope it was worth it for you. And I'm sure that person will come back under a burner account sooner than later. Have I used Aquavelva? I have. I used Aquavelva way back in the day. So it stung, to be honest with you. But like I said, it's, when you shave, your pores are wide open. And most of those aftershaves are alcohol based. So they closes up your pores. So dirt and whatever else can get in there gets in there. You can't get in there when your pores are closed. Welcome to the Earl Skakel Beauty Hour. I will answer all your questions on the hot beauty tips of the day. And I will be at the Comedy Store Saturday night, 12:15. If you're in LA, come on down. See me live. I'm a much better comic live than I am on here. And we'll have a good time. I'll show you around the club. We'll figure it out. We're talking pores, yes. But although yesterday my stream in the afternoon was very, very financially rewarding, so I think they're called, I don't know what those are called actually, to be honest with you, but shoelaces, shoe tips, I think they're shoe tips maybe. Welcome aboard. I'm here to please. I'm not just a stand-up comic. I'm a man who's been on Earth 57 years. So I've been around the block more than you kids in the stream. And my IMDb page is pretty full, to be honest with you. So thank you, though, for the feedback. Yeah, we don't do Asian political talk in here. So, Ashu333, you probably should go to another stream, to be honest with you. Now, I'm such a great guy. I'm probably the only streamer in the world who, we've got, who are these podcasts right now? Streaming. We've got, I'm sure some other people are streaming right now who you'd probably be you'd have a better time in their stream. But you can go to Who Are These Podcasts right now and hear talk about Stuttering John. Stuttering John is on right now. Who wouldn't want to listen to that guy? And we've got many, many streams right now going on that I think would be a better fit for you. And I will not be hurt at all. Yeah, we do talk about Zimbabwe political talk because that's what the fans want. Let's see if we can get any riots. We've got, no, not too much. We've got some Vegas homes we could look at. Let's see, we've got this guy putting out a short. I am an addict. I can find crack anywhere. 1.7 million views. I'm in the wrong business. But I welcome you all to my weird life. And I appreciate you guys sticking with me through thick and thin. And a lot of people always ask me, Earl, what's your podcast or what's your stream about? My stream is really about nothing and everything at the same time. We talk about what you guys want to talk about. We could talk politics, we could talk hockey, we could talk AEW pro wrestling, Powerhouse Hobbs going to WWE. What up, Eric? PEI in the house. Always a pleasure to have you here. And welcome aboard. Former home of the PEI Senators. That's in the Alexander Daig era of the Ottawa Senators. Radek Bonk, Alexei Yashin, Lance Pitlick. I don't watch wrestling. I don't watch WWE wrestling, so I don't know who they're going to pair him with. But I have a feeling he'll be jobbed. You know, AEW is considered the enemy. Vince McMahon probably looks at anyone coming from WWE or anyone coming from AEW into WWE as, oh, you cost me money. Well, guess what? We'll give you a nice debut, and then in about 3 weeks, you'll be jobbing to Sheamus. So he's great. I mean, he held his own against Will Ospreay in a match. So I'm looking very forward to his debut anyway, but they'll butcher him. He'll be jobbing to Seth Rollins or Gunther, whoever else. So, yeah, he is from Oakland. Very nice guy. I did a comedy show once at the Lucha Brothers, Phoenix and Penta. They have a store in Pasadena, and they did a comedy show there. And they had a lot of AEW people there. Lance Archer, Powerhouse Hobbs, and obviously Penta and Phoenix. A lot of AEW people there. I think Aubrey Edwards, or the referee, was there. We are doing a AEW comedy show at the store. Details to be released when I know. And Pac was there. Pac's a very intimidating guy. Who else was the Nemeth brothers were there? So there were some AEW and WWE people intermingling. The Nemeth brothers did a show at the Comedy Store, same thing. A lot of AEW people, a lot of WWE people. Rusev was there when he was in WWE before he went to AEW. Orange Cassidy. Um, uh, I think a lot of AEW wrestlers and personalities come to the Comedy Store. The Bastard Pack. I mean, Harley Cameron and RJ City and MVP. I mean, it's really fun when they come because they look at what I do as like what I look at what they do. It's fun, and I was actually in an episode. I was in 2 episodes of being the Elite, both filmed at the Comedy Store. Harley's awesome. So I'm a big fan of her. She's come a long way. I mean, she's relatively new to the business. So, she's doing very good. Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of wasted, just Booker T. I mean, Booker T was buried in his first promo against The Rock when The Rock just looked at him and said, "Who are you?" An ex-WCW champion, and you bury him with not even a sentence. So, I'm not that. I mean, it's not that I don't like lobster. I would love lobster where you're from. I mean, that's probably pretty killer roster. I mean, Booker T long term did well, but I mean, in his first um, promo when The Rock just buried him, going, "Who are you?" It just ruined him. And that was, make no mistake about it, that was Vince McMahon burying him. And then when Vince McMahon dropped the N word in a promo with Booker T, that's another bury job. Try calling Booker T the N word off camera. Um, well, it's just AEW is in the same boat that WCW was back. Look at Sting. I mean, they buried Sting. So you can imagine what they're going to do to Powerhouse Hobbs. I mean, burying Sting made no sense at all. I mean, 0 sense. But that's just that's how WWE does business. Unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. So, they have to, live with those decisions. Well, I mean, look at, I won't say they've buried Cody Rhodes, but he certainly had to go through it a little more than someone who was just a WWE homegrown talent. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Powerhouse Hobbs, although I think I can guess what he's going to end up doing. He'll be a mid-carder in 3 months. He'll have a nice debut. He's a great heel, so I hope they bring him in as a heel. And then he'll be jobbing to Gunther sooner than later. But I hope I'm wrong. Triple H seems to be handling it a little better than Vince in terms of bringing in people and making sure they're treated right. But, he's also the one that was probably responsible the most for Sting jobbing to him. So we'll see. I mean, it's going to be an interesting time. I mean, and there, you got AEW signing some new guys. They just signed a group of 4 from TNA. I guess one guy got in trouble with some bad tweets, so it's a trios now. I did like to see some GCW guys on AEW last night. Jordan Oliver and his tag team partner. I've seen them a bunch in GCW. And although they lost to FTR, they didn't. It wasn't like a total squash match, which I think benefits everybody. Um, so that was cool to see two indie guys on a big wrestling show. I believe they're in Ring of Honor as well. They're literally the definition of indie guys. They go to Ring of Honor. They'll be in GCW, and so I guess they're looking for a home. I know Blake Christian does the same thing. I've seen him in GCW. Big fan early. Was proud of Corbin. That's another guy who got jobbed. A quick question before PCL shit got crazy. What was Don Bear? I don't think Don was aware. To be honest with you, Don. I mean, I don't like talking about that shit, but I don't think Don cares. That relationship was severed a very long time ago. What up, CC Motion? I would love to be a heel manager in AEW. It's too much Don Callis stuff. It's like enough, man. You thought the NWO was bad adding people. I mean, his faction has like fucking 14 people. So I would love to be like Wardlow's manager, because Wardlow, he's not bad on the mic, but he's not great on it. You take someone like me. I mean, me and Stokely Hathaway could be funny together. Me and Don Callis would be funny in a segment together. But I don't know. You'd have to bring me in where people knew who I was. I mean, it's very hard to be a coach. I mean, there's 32 jobs. Same thing with the NFL, Well, the problem is that there's just too many wrestlers and not enough spots, especially in AEW, because they do like 20, 25-minute matches. So, in a 2-hour match on Dynamite, or a 2-hour card on Dynamite, you've got, if you have a Omega and Josh Alexander, say 15 to 20-minute match, that means that someone's going to have a squash match. Now, WWE, their match is about 7 to 10 minutes. So if Kenny Omega ever did go to WWE, that would be interesting to see how they would handle him, because he's a great wrestler still. Same thing with Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher. Those guys can go for a half hour in their sleep, but they're not going to get a half-hour match on TV or a 20-minute match on TV. Last Perry question, please. When they filmed a rap video with Don and Perry, was that you dancing in the cage? That was me dancing in the cage. It's very hard to get TV time. And then, if you have a segment that goes long, if you're, it's just 2 hours of TV time. And Collision, there's 2 hours. That's what was great about when there was Rampage. You got an hour for, some of the lesser known people to get TV time, but they're, unfortunately the ratings weren't there for a third AEW show. So Earl, being a rookie in the NHL is probably harder than being one in the NFL. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're younger. You've got, look at Macklin Celebrini. He's 19 years old playing against men. I mean, they're both pretty hard. I mean, I would say the NHL is a harder transition because in junior hockey, you're playing against kids. You're playing against 17-year-old kids with acne. Whereas in college football, you're playing against kids, but they're man size. So Macklin Celebrini goes from playing where he played to going into the corners with Tom Wilson, 6'3", 240. There's no Tom Wilsons in junior hockey or college hockey. So,
I think that's the physical and the travel. I mean, NFL, the travel's not that bad. You got one game a week, you know, so 8 away games or whatever it is now, 8 or 9 away games. The NHL, you look at the Kings on starting on Saturday, they have a 6 game road trip. So, if you're a rookie on the Kings out of junior hockey, I don't think they have any rookies this year out of juniors, but um, you go from 1 or 2 games a week to, you know, back to back games. You're on the road, you're traveling all over the country. I don't think they play any teams in Canada. They might, but on this road trip. So you are my YouTube man crush. 100%. Yeah, wrestling is very similar to comedy. So, there's nothing you can do about it. You, you just try and be the best comic you can and hopefully keep your spot. But I'm also in the worst um, category you can be in, which is old white dude. I mean, you can't pick a worse category than that. You literally, um, unfortunately, um, it's a pretty bad sector of the entertainment business to be a normal-looking white dude in his 50s. I mean, but somehow I still fight the good fight. In comedy, what wrestler would you be, you think? I'd be probably, I'm like, I'm known for keeping it real. People come up to me all the time. Hey, I can't like your videos because, you say exactly what I'm thinking, but I can't support that publicly. I'm kind of like the Ultimate Warrior. You look at the Ultimate Warrior, most people talk trash about that guy. He was out of his mind, he's crazy, he's a dick, he's that. But then when he died and you started watching his shoot videos, no one really disagrees with him. He was pretty on the money about Hogan. Um, and he's pretty on the money about a lot of things. So he's now not seen as crazy. Um, no, I mean, that's just the way the business is. I mean, the real phony ones are the older comics, because there's a sense of desperation, like, hey, I'm going to lose my spot to this 25-year-old comic. I better suck up to the owner. I mean, there's one comic at the Comedy Store in particular. Basically, he's bribed his way in. He finds out what you like, and then he gets you. And hey, you like Pearl Jam? I know the drummer. Let me take you to a show. Um, his name is on the marquee when it really shouldn't be. I mean, how he got into the club in the first place was he knew the booker at the time was a struggling musician, so he hooked him up with studio time, and voila, all of a sudden his name's on the wall. So, what are you gonna do? Yeah, I like the Kings alternate jersey this year. It's kind of a matte black look with the matte black helmets. But that's the way the business is. It's built on kissing ass. Give you a perfect example is the booker who was recently let go at the Comedy Store. Most people piled on. I never really liked her. She didn't give me good spots. She didn't have a good eye for talent. Well, those very same people are now kissing her ass because she books the Netflix festival. So it's just kind of funny to see the 180 they reverse. Same thing with Adam. When Adam let go, Adam quit. He didn't get fired. When he went to the mothership, and at the time, no one really knew the mothership would be successful. It was seen as pretty much a private club for Joe and his friends. But a lot of people, oh, Adam sucked as a booker. He didn't pass me. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. He passed this person. They stink. And then those same people are now kissing his ass trying to get spots at the mothership. Um, yeah, I probably could write a book on what I've seen. Problem with that is I'd probably get sued. All the rapists and pedophiles I've worked and work with, but I'm the bad guy. So, um, I mean, I don't know. I mean, someone just approached me to teach a comedy class. I said no. I declined, but they were like, "You can use my studio for free." He's a very well-known acting coach. He's like, "Why don't you teach comedy? You can use my studio." And interesting, Jenna. Very interesting. Amazing, Keith. I mean, I've seen it all. I haven't done it all, but I've seen it all in the business. And the business sucks. But I still genuinely love doing stand up. So I'll do it till I'm dead. Um, so, yeah, I don't know. Some people get the notifications, others don't. So I'm not sure what that is about. Um, I don't know. That's very weird. All right, let's see if there were any trades today in the NHL. There are not. We've got Nazem Kadri, Elias Peterson. Got a lot of action because this year the hockey trade deadline's in March, but the season basically shuts down in February for the Olympics. So teams are wanting to get trades done now. So, oh, thank you, Kasha. Best day job for a struggling comic. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess. I know George Perez was a DJ at a strip club. Waiter. Obviously the waiter and waitressing. Selling toner, cartridge ink. It's a very easy job. I mean, it's tedious, but bartending in the daytime. As long as you have your nights free. I miss hockey from the '80s. That was the real deal. I mean, there's not as much Me Too stuff as there used to be. There we go. Permaseal finishing. Stop. You don't have to super chat that much today, or at all. Permaseal finishing, $4.99. Do you know Gino Bisconte and his wife Keanu? I know Gino. I've done a few shows with him out here in LA. Never met his wife Keanu. What up, Big W? So, yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily a fan of hers. I guess she seems to get herself involved in a lot of Gino's feuds, which I guess you'd have to. He's your husband, but I don't know. I mean, she seems to have a very high opinion of her comedy, which I've not really seen it. I mean, outside of the one clip Kevin Brennan snuck in when he went to Stock or whatever, see Stuttering John. So, when I say I'm good friends with Gino, I don't know about that, but I'm friends with him. The last time I saw him, it was during the pandemic. I had him on as a guest of the Comedy Store podcast, which was being held in the original room, and they had the sound piped out to the patio where the audience was. And he dropped an N-bomb live on stream, so I had to politely ask him to leave. Do I know any comics who are happily married? Well, I mean, I guess Gino and Keanu are happy. Tom and Christina. Um, trying to think. Trying to think of other married comics. Yeah, I don't know. Not really, to be honest with you. Um, well, I don't really know what their relationship is like. I mean, I think that, when your marriage is playing out in the Dabbleverse, it's not a good thing. Yeah, Bonnie and Voss is probably the best example of, a two A-list comics who, poor Bonnie, poor Rich, trust me, Bonnie can handle herself very well. She was actually the producer on the Shane Doan roast I was on. I love her. I'm trying to think of other married comics. Yeah, I don't really. Um, I mean, I know Sarah Tiana and her partner. They're not married, but they're very happy. Bonnie's the best. I wish everybody was like Bonnie in this business. I wouldn't be so bitter. She just keeps it real. I mean, she did a roast battle in New York when we traveled to New York for the very first time with the show, and we're at the Gramercy Theater. It's packed. I mean, you standing room only because roast battle was uber hot at the time. I mean, not quite as big as Kill Tony, but pretty big. I mean, we filled a theater, and her and Mike Lawrence had a great battle, and like Jeff was like trying to roast Bonnie, and Bonnie doesn't want anything from Jeff. So she was like, Jeff, this fucking show stinks. You're lucky I'm on it. And Jeff was like, which comedian has gone through the most comedians relationship wise? I mean, that I don't really know. I'm sure you might throw my name into the mix on that one. But most of my ex girlfriends who were comics, you probably never heard of. So I don't know if that counts. I mean, I know Louis J. Gomez has a wild reputation for fucking a lot of comics. I know Mark Norman is a real coxman. Um, I mean, Kevin Brennan, I think, had a nice run before he got married. Um, trying to think. Who else? Um, I'm trying to. I mean, to be honest with you, Jeff Ross has fucked a lot of hot girls. I mean, that's like insane to me. I mean, they must be blind, but you got to throw his name in the mix. Are you like the Gene Simmons for comedy? I mean, no. I mean, if you were to compare me to a musician, uh, wouldn't say Gene Simmons in particular, but I would say I'm the Kiss of comics. Am I the best writing comic of all time? Probably not, but I'm a performer. So you leave an Earl show, you're like, okay, I don't know if this guy's like George Carlin, but it was a fun show. So yeah, but I mean, I don't care what fame you have. I mean, any girl who fucks Jeff Ross, I mean, they've got to be thinking of anybody but Jeff when they're fucking. So yeah, I'm definitely not the G.G. Allen of that genre. So I'm sorry, I'm just looking at a hockey rumor chart here. Um, let's see here, man. I mean, Colorado's in on a lot of these people. Um, so, do women like money that much? Apparently, I mean, you think Jeff would be getting laid if he weren't semi-famous? Because I say semi-famous because if you don't know roasting, if you don't follow Roast Battle, if you don't watch the Comedy Central or Netflix roast, you don't know who Jeff is. So um, we'll go about another 5 minutes, guys. So get your last minute questions. And Permaseal um, finishing $4.99. um, You never gave me a number on ghosting Chad for 6 months. If successful, I'll double it for the second 6 months. I mean, it's such a weird request. I I don't know. Um, I mean, Permaceal, I'm not a grifter, so I'm not taking advantage of your hatred for Chad. Um, I mean, I've never been. I don't know what to say, to be honest with you. I mean, um, I don't know. I mean, uh, to ghost someone and never talk to them for 6 months. I mean, in my head I see $1,000, and I'm not trying to get you to give me $1,000. That's just the figure that comes into my head. Um, but I'm not going to lie to you. I don't talk to Shad that much, so I don't want to grift you for that kind of money. I appreciate all the super chats yesterday and today. Um, I mean, so. Um, but I can't help it if he contacts me. You know what I'm saying. Um, so I don't know. I mean, this could be Doom would definitely clip this. How much? I mean, yeah, I can't have you give me $1,000. I mean, 500 seems fair. I don't know. And then if I don't talk to him in that 6 months, you double it to 1,000. So so that means I won't talk to Chad for the next year. Um, yeah, but Chad has several burner accounts. Your hat's a little crooked. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Um, you guys do make me laugh, I'll be honest with you. I'm sure you get this a lot, but will the Comedy Store or another club create some type of live that will compete with Kill Tony? Something similar to Watch that's better? Well, it's not going to be the Comedy Store because I believe they're doing a documentary right now on Kill Tony. So unless Tony is a falling out with um, Peter Shore, the owner, I don't see that happening. Andrew Jacobs, $4.99. Here's a totally hacky joke I wrote. Roastmaster Jeff Ross, more like pot roast eater Jeff Ross. That's not bad, Andrew. I've heard worse. Well, a lot of people ask me, what is it like when I see Jeff Ross at the Comedy Store? It's not awkward for me. Thank you, Andrew, very much. It's really not awkward for me. I don't, because I've never said anything about him I don't mean. I've never said anything on this live stream that I wouldn't say to his face. Which is why you never hear Jeff say anything bad about me, because he can't. Because the truth is the best weapon. He knows he fucked me over on 2 TV shows. He knows it was a total coward move to have me taken off the Adam Egget roast because he was afraid of jokes I was going to make about the allegations. He can't deny that. Now, he doesn't care, but he knows. Permaseal finishing, 1273, 499. Now we're talking. You have to block him. So 500 and 1,000. So Yeah, but that's just not how it is, Jenna. He has no shame. Jeff is truly maybe the truest definition of a sociopath. So now we're talking. You have to block him. Well, he still has my number. Um, you have to. What, Permaseal, can I ask you a question? And you don't have to super chat me the answer. You get a free question. What did he do to you? Because I don't watch the Dabbleverse as much as I used to. The Scarlet stuff really got me bummed out on that world. Um, did he say something that affected you personally, or is you just don't like the guy? I mean, Chad is a bit of a internet provocateur. Now, what happens? I'll probably never go on MLC again, but what happens, Permaseal, if say Florentine calls me and says, "Hey, do you want to go on MLC with me?" Um, and me and Florentine are on MLC. We're having a couple laughs, and then Chad pops up on the screen. What do I do? I mean, I want to know the rules before I agree to terms of service. And you don't have to super chat me the answer. So I'm getting hungry right now. So I'm going to get my iPad and order Postmates. So talk amongst yourselves for 2 seconds. And I will say, I want to show people this. Now, she's usually here more in the late night hours, but Shandy Girl sent me a box of, I believe, protein bars. So here is my Rambo knife. I'm curious to see, man, she really taped this up good. As you can see, this Rambo knife is quite... Let's turn on the lights. This box is pretty heavy. Oh, Jesus. She sent me a lot of stuff. Some Australian-made candy. And, wow. Some high-protein bars from Australia and multiple flavors. Oh, wait, there's something else here. Some Tim Tams. I'm not sure what those are. And, low-carb, high-protein, no. I'll try one of these now. So shout out to Shandy Girl. I wish there was a way to, no Vegemite. Yeah, I mean, she also got me a Sebastian Bach concert shirt. So now you guys get a live protein bar review. So it's a snack bar. Kind of a tiny bar. Shout out to my Rambo knife. This shit could kill. So anyone breaks into my house, they get this. All right, so here we go. Not bad. you see what's on? It's layered. It's not bad. This is the knife my friend who used to write for a Soldier of Fortune. He gave me the knife during the riots. Yeah, YouTube terms of service. I guess they don't like weaponry. Hopefully we can get that one. I don't think they like you showing guns on YouTube. I mean, it's not bad. Pretty easy to chew. So I don't know if this is Maver's low carb, high protein snack bar. Actually, I'm lying. My friend who worked for Soldier of Fortune, he didn't give me this knife. This was actually Bolivia's dinner knife. Hello, if you know what I'm saying. Do you know Richie the Barber? I don't know Richie the Barber. Is he friends with Vinny Boombots? So thank you very much to Shandy Girl. This was pretty good. Proudly family owned and Australia made. So it is an Australian brand. Got 1.6 carbs, 11.5 grams of protein, only 1 gram of sugar, and 116 calories. So AMSR, what is that? Ass to mouth. So there you go. Earl Skakel Live. Happy Thursday, everyone. I'm just a happy-go-lucky streamer. And, I don't want any problems with anyone. I just want to be left alone. Nothing is over. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. And have a good time with KB. What's the weather like in Montreal, les habitants? Been hearing a hot rumor the Kings are in on Patrick Laine, but he's always hurt. So I don't know if I want the Kings to be in on Patrick Laine. It's kind of cold for us here, but what's cold here is not cold for you guys. So is Permaseal finishing? Is he drying up the contract? So thank you for all the super tips and super chats. And I don't get super tips. I'm not on board with that. Minus 35. Jesus Christ, that's pretty cold. The coldest weather I've been in has been in Canada. Second coldest was when I was in Edmonton. It was -9 with wind chill. And it was about the same in Calgary. We did back-to-back weekends, so it was pretty much the same weather. A little windier in Calgary, though. When we landed in Calgary, I thought the plane was crashing. It's kind of like when you land in Denver, because the mountains, there's a lot of wind, crosswinds. But the coldest I've ever been in was Winnipeg, -21, no wind chill. 0 wind chill. So that was not fun, to be honest with you. Megan Thee Stallion. Wow, I would love to be in on that. Whoa, we can't have that music on. Sorry about that. So let me see. Well, I just missed what I wanted to do, so it's all good. Earl Skakel live in the house. Minus 21 is like I went over to my friend's house in the daytime and he had a dog. And I'm like, how do you have a fucking dog? Um, yeah, well, it's the same thing like in Winnipeg. I mean, they have trouble getting the good free agents because who the fuck wants to live there? But, my friend who played on the Kings, Alex Iafallo, he loves it there. And he's like a surfer. So thank you, Jenna. I mean, it's just like, come on, man, at least be funny. You think if I don't answer the question the first 3 times you ask it, the fourth time's not going to be the one. Heard there was an Artie signing. What do you mean? I don't Artie Lang? But yeah, I mean Winnipeg, they lose a lot of free agents. So yeah, I don't talk about my dick in here. Come on, man. I mean, let's have some class. I don't know. The funny thing is when I play Vegas, I got all these Vegas comics sending me friend requests. It's like that's the last thing I want is fucking comics to be friends because comics are going to come to my shows. So I'm good on that. Like, what's the point? Jeff Ross was circumcised at a buffet. I mean, yeeks. Jeff Ross looks like a circumcised dick. I mean, he literally, look at him. I mean, I'm so blown away girls fuck that guy. And hot girls, too. I mean, his ex-girlfriend was beautiful. Is beautiful. I still talk to her, but holy fuck, man. She is, yikes. I'm just going over this guy's resume. Yikes! I don't think me and this guy would be friends. You ever look at someone and just know they're not going to be funny? I'm not going to say who this guy is, but I can just tell this guy stinks. Oh yeah. Anyone with a picture of yeah. Oh yeah. No way, no chance. I love how they're having roast battles in these weird cities like Vegas. Like, no thanks. Yeah, I'm good. I think my decision is, yeah, I can't do that. She's a female. Don't go all Candace on us. Your thoughts on Macron's wife? I haven't seen Macron's wife. Yeah, I'm Permaseal. I'm dedicated to Chad going on MLC, no days a week. $9.99. Wait, I don't understand what that means. I'm dedicated to Chad going on MLC, no days a week. Can someone translate that for me? Permaseal's killing it for me this week. 0 MLC airtime. Okay, I get it. I understand it. He does not want to see Chad. But like if I'm on MLC with Jim Florentine and Chad comes on the screen, you would say in order to keep my financial commitment, I would have to get off the stream immediately. Well, Permaseal must be really pissed off. So, very interesting. But you know what? I could see Chad pissing off someone this much. So, I get it. I'm sorry that you guys. It's come to this, Permaseal. Chud. Chud had a dig at KB on Twitter the other day. It's his time of the month. I think Chad had a dig at me the other day when he was talking about how bad my Patreon is. But, I mean, my Patreon is bad. And I think it's pretty good, to be honest with you. I put up full clips of the Comedy Store, which you don't get to see on YouTube. 100%, a lot of clips that I wasn't able to put up on YouTube because they were a little too long for the Comedy Store's liking. But, I haven't really promoted it that much. I've been really concentrating my attention on YouTube. So, but, I forget what show I was watching, and it was something to the effect of, I don't know, I was a loser or something because I only had 5 Patreon members or whatever. It's like, listen, you guys know me. I joke around a lot. I don't make a lot of money during doing streaming, but I still do it because I don't need the money. I guarantee you I live in the nicest home of anyone in the Dabbleverse. So that's why I can laugh about having 5 people on Patreon. I make more money in comedy doing 6 to 8 spots alone at the Comedy Store than most road comics make featuring. So I'm good in life. I mean, I don't remember the exact zinger, but it was kind of like, it was definitely a dig at me. It's like, okay, Now, I have gotten some fans from MLC, but it's not like, like every time Rogan mentions my name on this podcast, I get 100 followers like that. I would say in the 30 to 40 MLCs I've done, I've maybe gotten 25 followers out of it. So, it's not like if I never go on, I love Kevin Brennan as a comic. And I kind of love him as a streamer or a podcaster, whatever you want to call what these things we do are. But he's paved the way for older comics to not have to do the road if you can find your niche on YouTube. I've definitely gotten some benefit through being on MLC a little bit. But like I said, it's not like when Rogan mentions just the mentioning of my name gets me 100 followers. So it hasn't been that kind of, And I know when I make Kevin laugh genuinely, it's a good joke or it's a good bit or whatever. I know when Florentine laughs, it makes me feel good because, they're not phony laughers. But, I don't need the negative energy, And like I said, watching all the Scarlet videos the last 2 weeks, it makes me sad that this young girl's being exploited and she has no fucking clue. 28 jokes later. I'm not sure what that means, Omega. Will you be going to Austin in March? I was thinking about it last night, SC. Probably not. I'm not paying my own way. That's embarrassing. They would ask me to pay for my ticket. I don't like going. The last time I judged Roast Battle, it's literally Roast Battle at the Comedy Store is 3 minutes from my home. Literally, it's 3 minutes from my home. I barely liked going up there for free. And I was the star of the show that night. If you go back and watch that episode, I was killing the whole night. Didn't get paid $1. I'm not going to get on a plane for 3 hours. So 6 hours total, there and back, pay for my own room to judge open micers from Austin. I just can't do it. She's unsavable, to be honest with you. Thank you, Al Omega. I didn't get the reference. It's just one of those things that I don't think she is savable. I've been around hundreds of OnlyFans girls and porn stars and porn actresses. And like I said, the problem is, porn actresses they're like milk. They have an expiration date. And once the expiration date hits, that's when the desperation hits. Now, she might do well on OnlyFans, but, I would suspect even that she's already been on OnlyFans quite a bit. So I don't know how she's going to get new clientele. Um, so, well, yeah, but he lives in Austin. So, like, he probably walked to the mothership. And, like, I'm not paying it's embarrassing that they would ask me to pay my own way. What they should do is pay for my plane ticket, pay for my hotel, and pay me for services rendered. My friends just texted me from Winnipeg, minus 40 in Winnipeg. Yeah, but I'm not paying. I'm not, see, like, you don't get it, SC. Like, to you, you're a comedy fan. So, yeah, it'd be great to have me and Tony judging one night. We'd have a lot of laughs. Don't get me wrong, I'd have some laughs with Tony. We'd be fucking around, go to Mitzi's bar afterwards, talk about the old days and all that stuff. But I'm not paying to do it. That's essentially what I would be doing. I'd literally, 25 years into comedy, I'm not paying to do a show that I helped create. Like, I think a lot of people forget that. Like, Moses did not create the show with Rel Battle. It was me and Moses there every fucking week. Now, I won't say I created the show with him, but I will say I helped create what the show became, which was this Wild West craziness. So I'm definitely not going to pay my own way. It's just, no. And, the truth is, they don't need me. They could just have some local Austin comic be a judge. Have Brian Callen be the judge. So have Brendan Shaw be a judge. Good luck with that, but, like, I just can't. You gotta, in comedy, you gotta, like, stick up for yourself, or no one else will. It just, you have to, I'm my own manager in a lot of ways. So, yeah, but minus 40 in Winnipeg, yowza, that is cold. So, if you're a free agent, like Rasmus Anderson, who just got traded to Vegas, he's going to be a free agent over the summer. So, if you're Rasmus Anderson and Vegas and Winnipeg are offering the same amount of money, maybe even Winnipeg's offering more money, where are you going to want to go play? In a non-state income tax state, or Winnipeg with regular taxes and the weather's literally 60 degrees colder? Yikes. So, guys, we'll go another 5 minutes. We'll go to the 90-minute mark. Thank you very much. Thank you, Permaseal, as always, for your generosity. And we will live to fight. I might stream a little later tonight. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. Yeah, but if you're a multimillionaire, like I said, Winnipeg is bone-chillingly cold. That's just above my pay grade. I just can't. Yeah, I can't. So get your last-minute questions in, guys. 4 more minutes. Hit the like and subscribe button if you can. It helps me out a lot. And then you can go to MLC and... no, Theo's fake. I'd love to get on Theo's show because it would be funny because we would bust balls. But he probably, he's off in his own world. They did officially send me an invite. Brian Moses called me himself. Now, I was supposed to do it in February, but I got bumped for Shane Gillis. Now, I get that. He's a huge comic. So I was not upset about that at all. And then, he's like, how about March? I'm like, okay, I'll do March. And then I get a voucher for a discount on plane tickets. I'm like, wait, what? A voucher? I'm not paying to go to Austin. No mention of a hotel room. So that means the hotel room's on me. That's a couple $100. The plane ticket's probably a couple $100. So I'm basically paying $500 to to judge roast battle. Fuck that. Shane Gillis. Yeah, I mean, I was like, hey man, if you ever need a comic, an old white bitter comic, and he was like doing shtick with me. It's like, okay, cool. Um, Permaseal finishing 1273, 1999. How many MLCs have you saved? KB legitimized that foul demon. I mean, I would say I've done in 3 years 30 to 40 MLCs, but let's just say 30. 40 might be a bit too much. I'm just going off of the feedback that I received. Hey, Earl, thanks for saving MLC today. At least half of those, if not more. No, it would not be televised. It's just the Austin. I mean, it might be put on YouTube because they do have a fit. But I've been looking at the Roast Battle YouTube or the Roast Battle Instagram page. Something don't add up there. They've got over 100,000 followers, but like the majority of their posts have under 100 likes. So somebody be buying followers. Um, so, um, now I've done it myself, so I'm not giving them shit for that. I took a shot and it did not work out, but at least I'm honest about it. Earl Skakel live Thursday. Let's see what time my yoga class is, to be honest with you. See, I don't have a Thursday. We've got PJ Stadowski. Whoa, whoa, whoa. My TV just magically turned on. It's, so, it's just disrespectful. Yeah, but that's weird though when you have 100,000 plus followers on YouTube. Or, I'm sorry, 100,000 followers on Instagram, and most of the posts that I looked at had like 48 likes. That's you're going into Chrissy Mayerville there. But because I was thinking about asking them, okay, well, what can we do to work out payment and give me my own post on the Instagram page? So, but then I started going, wait a minute. Something is amok here. But, I just want to build my YouTube page. I'd rather work on my YouTube channel. It has been an uptick in activity on my YouTube page, so I'm happy with that. But I'm not, long story short, I am not paying to go to Austin and pay my own way. How about you make a deal? You get on Roast Battle, kill Tony and Holtzman's show that week. But I mean, that's me staying there for 4 fucking days. That's at the hotel I would stay at. That's probably $1,000. So I mean, I would have to. I mean, who's paying for my plane ticket? So I'm not. Now, if I could hit the trifecta of Roast Battle, Kill Tony, Rogan, and Holtzman's show that week, I might be willing to take on some financial hit. But, I mean, I've already been told I'm welcome back at the mothership anytime. I mean, I did very well my only set there. So, But, you know, it's a little weird with me and Adam because of our fallout over, of course, Jeff Ross being a pussy of having me on the roast. So if you guys are friends with Jeff Ross, realize that he had me taken off a roast because he knew I was going to come in hot on the allegations, which I absolutely was going to do. But I was not going to ruin the night. It was just, come on, man. You're accused of what he was accused of. No one's going to joke about it? Like, what the fuck? So, how's the comedy scene in Mexico? I wouldn't know. But, I mean, I think I would get spots with Adam. But, you know, I don't know. You know, he's a clown. He's a clown. He's a sociopath. I mean, the meanest joke I would have been is Jeff Ross does more grooming than Supercuts. Because he does. He's always got young comics following him around like lost shelter dogs. That's grooming. So that's hardly a mean joke. Believe me, I could go meaner. Trust me on that one. But, I mean, that is harmless. I think. In Jeff's defense, he's dyslexic. He thought the girl was 51. That's harmless. So, and it's funny. I mean, at the end of the day, a roast joke's only good if it's funny. And you know, it's like, come on. How is he accused of what he's accused of, but I'm taken off the roast? Like, that makes zero sense. Jeff made quite an impression on his girlfriend recently on her air mattress. Hey-oh, you know, come on, man. That's harmless. Jeff looks like Mr. Clean if he had a thyroid condition. Pew! I mean, come on, these jokes are baby jokes. But, you know, that's just, that's a Jeff Ross world. So, you know, I'm the bad guy. Little Earl Skakel is the bad guy. I'm just a humble comic. But, you know, what can I do? I can just try and build my YouTube stream and hope that it allows me to build a fan base on my own so I don't have to cuck to anyone like Jeff or his manager or any other managers, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, I had some other Jeff jokes, believe me. But what are you going to do? It is what it is. Very interesting. Trying to think of the other jokes I had. Jeff Ross is so fat and disgusting, period. It's just stupid stuff like that. I mean, he's got to know, right? Or am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I am the bad guy. All right, we'll go to the 100-minute mark. That's it, guys. Then I got to get going. I've got stuff to do. We will go to the 100-minute mark. Thank you guys for, and girls, for joining me. We are all comedy soldiers in the Earl Army. And I know a lot of you think that when this stream blows up and it's got like hundreds or 1,000 plus people in here, I'm going to forget you guys. Not on your life. I will always remember the soldiers. So get your last minute questions in, your last minute trolls, your last minute Jesus saves stuff. I won't. I'm a very loyal person. It's one thing you guys should know about me. I don't beat around the bush. I eat it. So, Comedy Source Saturday night, 12:15. Once again, thank you very much to the, what up, Big Ben Bones Jones. I got a nice package from Australia, Ben, from a Shandy girl. She sent me some, you'll like this. I'll show you these. Big Bones Jones. So got some Mavers candy bars. We got some Tim Tams. And some Australian. So a little bit of home for the bone man. Big Bones Jones in the house. I will remember you, Articulate John. Yes, thank you. Shandy Girl. That's shout out to Shandy Girl from Australia. 2 minutes left to go in the third period, guys. 2 minutes left. I might stream later tonight, but I also don't want to stream too much because I want you guys to miss me. You know, I noticed that the stream picked up in numbers and subscribers and money when I took 2 days off to do Vegas. So there was a Canadian woman who was just found dead there near dingoes on the beach. Interesting, interesting. I will not be eating Vegemite. This is not a Men at Work video. I come from the land down. You know, the flute player in Men at Work killed himself because he was accused of stealing the riff from their big hit, which I heard the comparison. It did sound pretty similar. So I'm not saying the guy stole it, but you know, in music, in comedy and music, there are always stealing allegations. Now, let me show you what I picked up at the Punk Rock Museum. I thought this was pretty cool. A Lemmy doll. So, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I hope to go to Australia to perform stand-up comedy, but we'll see. You know, nothing set in stone yet. Oh, yes, and Big Bones Jones. This is the bar I ate. A Mavers low-calorie bar, which is pretty good. I mean, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Easy to go down. I did just put up a new protein cookie review. Or it was a protein pancake, a little dry. Not if it probably won't buy it again, to be honest with you. And then I was so hungry, I bought a protein waffle from the same company. Had it this morning. Not very good. So I probably will not be eating anything that company makes. Permaseal Finishing. Oh, okay. 1999. Look forward to seeing you Saturday night on Clown Town. YouTube will not let me say what I want to say about Chad in any form. Fook. I know what you mean, Chad. Well, I'm sorry, Permaseal. And we will continue our negotiations for me not talking to Chad for a full year. That means blocking his number, blocking him on everything. You know, just it's business. It's big business. So thank you once again to Permaseal and Andrew Jacobs for your financial tip. You know, as William Zoom said, you know, think of these super chats as I'm the bartender and you guys are tipping me for services rendered. So, you know, we've already gone past the 100-minute mark. So I realized that I could stay here and grift you guys for money, but I don't do that. Yes, I don't think. Well, you know, first I fly first class. I don't fly with the Porsche and coach. So, and I realized I could probably put out a GoFundMe to get me to Austin and pay for my, I don't do shit like that. So, I mean, a plane ticket to Austin and coach, it's a couple $100 there, a couple $100 back. So let's say $500 round trip total. The hotel room would, if I stay there for, it's got to be 200 a night. I mean, you're talking over $1,000 to judge roast battle. So, well, we'll see what happens. I'll see you on Clowntown Saturday night. I will maybe stream later on tonight. I don't know if the mood hits me. And let me see. I'll be at the Comedy Store closing out the main room Saturday night. And follow Don't Tell Comedy Vegas. They took very good care of me in Vegas. So follow them. Tell them I sent you. And Shandy Girl, I've been singing your praises. I got your box. And thank you very much for the gifts. I'm looking forward to trying the nuances of Australian protein bars. And I very much appreciate it. Tim Tam's chocolate biscuit in the house. And then we've got, now these might be a little hard for my teeth, but I'll give it a shot. But I will do a live tasting maybe the next time I see you on the stream. And take it from there, but thank you very much. I mean, a lot of people are like, well, Earl, not all of us are permaseal finishing. We can't just give you 50, 60, $100+ in a stream. How can we help you? It's very easy to help me without paying, without tipping. Now, I know when people don't tip, they're considered cheap or whatever. Not at all. Not at all. You can simply watch the videos. Watch the protein cookie short I just put out. Hit the like and subscribe button. I mean, right now, subscriptions mean the most to me. I mean, yeah, money's great. Don't get me wrong. I like that. But, comment on the live. Just say, thank you, Earl, or whatever. See you tomorrow, Earl. I mean, YouTube doesn't really... The fuck? YouTube doesn't really care what you say. They just want action. I mean, there is a new company that is definitely competition for Legendary. They have that apple pie. Let me go on my YouTube page and get the company's name. We'll give them a plug. So let's see. Let's go to my shorts. Let's see. I think. Or protein. I'm trying to get the name of the protein cookie. I got to watch the video. It is My Cookie Dealer is the company. They're a little bigger than Legendary. And I just put out a protein pancake review a couple hours ago. It's not doing great. It's not doing bad, but it's not doing great. And thank you guys for the support in that regard. And I've tried several of the legendary products. Yeah, I mean they're okay. I mean they're not bad. They're a little better if you warm them up, to be honest with you. But the apple pie one is the best. It literally tastes like you're eating apple pie. So I love you all. Thank you, Permaseal, very much. Thank you, Andrew Jacobs, for the financial consideration. Leave a comment on your way out. Plug your social media. Just put your social media in the comments. Everyone follow everyone. There's enough followers and YouTube bandwidth so we can all support each other. Earl Skakel, over and out.